Hi, today I want to show you how I prep pork loin for future use. We're going to cut it, we're going to vacuum seal it, we're going to season some of it, and I'm going to show you how I do it my way. This is a pork loin we get at Sam's Club. Very affordable. It's $1.85 a pound. This whole thing is $14.82. You got clean hands, clean board, clean meat. And like I said, this portion here, you can see it's redder. It's a little more tender. We like to use this for fried pork. It's a Thai dish. We marinate in coriander and spices, and we deep fry it. And you don't need a lot. That's just for one serving or two servings of fried pork. It's a little too much, but we like the leftovers. Okay, so on this end, this is up towards the neck. This end, I want to cut 2 double-sized pork chops off that I can butterfly into cutlets for Jägerschnitzel. And just like the fried pork over here, this fat cap won't have time to render, so I'll cut that off. You'll see on the roasts, I leave it because even though we're going to cook the roast sous vide, I like to sear it off after it's done. Okay, so these I want to butterfly, and what I'm going to do is cut it till it's almost through, but not quite. So it makes one flat piece, and I'll hit that with a hammer here in a second. That's for dinner tonight. And that leaves us with these 2 giant roasts. Now you see there's a lot of silver skin in here, but I'll be cooking these for 5 hours at 138 degrees, and that will have time to render down a good bit. And because it's a roast, if it's too tough, we can cut around it. Or I could cut 2 roasts out of this and then make 2 more of the pork chops. That's what I'm gonna do. So there we have. So what I have now is 2 double cut pork chops. I'm not going to cut these or butterfly them right now because I might want to stuff them and bake them or grill them stuffed. I might want to cut them all the way through and make 4 pork chops out of these 2, or I may want to butterfly them like I did before. So I'll just vacuum seal these the way they are. So that's 2 servings, that's 2 servings, that's 2 servings, that's 2 servings, and then these 2 servings right there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 servings for $11.82. So now I'm going to get the vacuum sealer out. How we mark our bags. That meat that I just cut was, today is 4/20, and the date on it was 5/5. So what I do is I put today's date and I put 15 days because it's 15 days until I've got to the freeze by date. So we'll put pork, loin, roast, garlic, parm, and then I'll put 4/20, 15 days. This is one of the few that I'll be, one of the 2 that I'll be seasoning and freezing, and it'll go straight from the freezer to the sous vide. Okay, so we marked the bags. We're ready to go in the bags. We got our vacuum sealer standing by. This is the meat we just cut, but there's 2 cuts that I mentioned we were going to season ahead of time. One thing to think about when you're seasoning is the contaminants on your hand can go on the bottle really easy. So we try to think of wet hand, dry hand. This one touches the meat, this one touches the bottle. This is the Weber garlic and Parmesan. We love this stuff. It's pretty potent. We've done it sous vide several times. We've never tried grilling it or anything because, well, we like our sous vide. Wet hand on the other roast. Dry hand. This is the Tones lemon pepper. We've used this on so many things. Most commonly we use it on chicken and pork. We used this extensively when we were catering weddings. It's a good little peppery bite. It's a little salty. It's got the lemon acid zing to it. It's very tasty. And yes, I know there's a little bit of cross-contamination with the garlic and herb and the lemon pepper, but that's okay. And if you do get a little on there, a little paper towel would be just fine. Fried pork. Another trick to this is when you vacuum seal them, try to vacuum seal them as flat as possible. They'll thaw quicker when you take them out of the freezer. These are the double cut pork chops that I can use for a bunch of different stuff, from stuffed pork chops, butterflied for schnitzel, or 2 singular pork chops. Soon, I'm going to do a review video on this vacuum sealer. I've been using vacuum sealers now for over 10 years. I've gone through 3 of the food savers, and I wanted to find an affordable option. So this one came up on Amazon for $25. I said, what do I have to lose? It's not $150 like the other ones. So I bought this several months ago, and it is as or more reliable than the brand new food saver one I got for Christmas. So this one's a little touchy. You hold the bag between your fingers like this. You got to get it over the foam rubber lip inside. Push down with your thumbs till it clicks, and then hit vacuum seal. The other thing I love about this is it has a accessory port, which I have caps that go on mason jars, and I can actually vacuum seal inside mason jars with this port. I saw some moisture going up inside. There it goes. There it goes. So this is the heating bar that presses it together and seals it. This is the actual vacuum chamber, and these 2 seals meet. And the bag has to be up but not covering these 2 holes, just like that. And the reason why I like to pull them tight is because the flatter that sits, the better the seal. Good seal. Now this seal is even more important because this is going directly from the freezer to the sous vide. And I will definitely show you how I did that in future. But basically this is a seasoned pork loin roast that's going to be frozen solid, and it's going to go from the freezer right into 138 degree water for 5 hours, and then it will be taken out and dried off and pan seared. And this one is important that you get a good seal, and some people will even seal it twice. Now, since I mentioned the affordable vacuum sealing machine, I should mention this affordable bags, again from Amazon.com, out of air.com. These have been just as good or better than the Food Saver bags. This one didn't seal because the moisture got up in there. So what you do is dry it out. So this happens every once in a while. I'm not getting a good seal, which means water would get inside this when I put it into the sous vide bath. So what I'll do, I'll make a bag a little bit bigger. Make sure there's no moisture anywhere. So there you have it. We successfully portioned a good large pork loin into 5 meals or 10 servings. We vacuum sealed and properly labeled the bags so they can go in the freezer and we can keep it fresh for when we want to eat it. We'll be dining on this over the next several weeks. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, which there'll be plenty of them, hit subscribe and the little bell so you'll know when a new video comes online. Thank you for watching. Perfect. Done.